Well, everyone, FM24 early access is out and we have started our save already. This is just for the beta, early access, whatever you want to call it, and we're not going to set ourselves any specific targets. We're probably just going to play it for the course of the early access until full game comes out, and then we're going to decide on our main save for the rest of FM24. But yeah, we're just going to have a little bit of a play around, see what's what, maybe play a couple of seasons, see if we can win a few trophies. So let's get rolling and let's see who we've gone with. Now, maybe some may say slightly controversial because I only did an Everton save on FM22, but we've gone with Everton, the team that I support. Like I said, we're just going to do this just for early access, and then we'll just see where we're at. Probably finish, if we're not finished the season at that point, we'll just get it through and done, and then we'll move on to the full save. Yeah, so obviously aim is going to be actually trying to see if we can get Everton back to the top of English football, which is what the club have been trying to do for the last 10 years since Mashiri came in. And we will certainly be looking to use our facilities, our youth facilities, our excellent youth recruitment to try and do so. I've also not had any custom graphics yet. I probably will look into getting that done in over the next couple of episodes. I was a little bit wary to begin with of adding too much on because if you notice any bugs, it can often interfere with how they're recorded and reported to the Sports Interactive. They kind of like the base level of the game without any mods on it. Now they are reckoning that this is how we're going to line up with a 4-2-3-1. I'm not sure if this right. So basically, when you create your manager profile, and I'm pretty sure this is brand new because I've never noticed it before. It asks you what your preferred tactical style and preferred formation is. So I just went, we'll say tiki taka and we'll say 4-2-3-1. I kind of like the idea of trying to play tiki taka this year, and 4-2-3-1 is a formation I've always really enjoyed using, either that or a 4-3-3. So I don't know if it's put this in based on that or not, but we've also gone with the real world database game. So you have the 3 game options, like the original type, sort of, OG type, where you start a save and all your transfers will just be there as it is, and all the ones who've left over the summer will have already gone. Or there's the your world where you can, just start from scratch with no transfers and just do it your way. We've gone with the real world one, so the players will be joining when they joined in real life. So as you can see, Beto is joining 29th of August, Shamiti 11th of August, Ashley Young 13th of July, Iwobi and Damari Gray are leaving, September time. So yeah, we're going to give this a whirl and see what we think. Now, the supporter profile, as shared with us by Chairman Bill Kenwright, they want us to play entertaining football, be competitive against Liverpool, and become an established Premier Division team. Just shows how far we've fallen, really, where, obviously after staving off relegation for 2 successive seasons, they're like, yeah, just become an established Prem team. It's almost as if we've been promoted from the Championship and they want us just to establish ourselves there. Meanwhile, the board want us to play possession football, sign players under the age of 22, develop players using the club's youth system, play attacking football, and to not sign players over the age of 30. They want us to work within the wage budget, which currently we're not even doing, and obviously also they're building a new stadium, which is likely to be open in 2024. But yeah, as you can see, if we just take a look into transfers, so we've got Ashley Young joining on the 13th. I'm kind of banking on him getting in as soon as, because he's going to play a part in the base tactical style I think I'm going to use. Danjuma, Jack Harrison, we're waiting on them joining. And then obviously Beto and Shamiti we've already touched on. Then when it comes to outs, we've got Reece Welsh going out on loan. On loan on the 10th. Holgate going out to Southampton. Samuel Smith going to Chelsea. Gabamin finally leaving, with Warrington, Iwobi, Stan Mills and Damari Gray all set to leave from the midfield. Then with Mope, Sims and Cannon all leaving. So it'll be interesting because I assume this transfer budget is geared around these players leaving and these players joining. Surely that is the way it is. Surely it's not going to go like, oh, Sims, there's 6.5 mil, but then it's going out. Surely that's calculated. I'm having a moment here. That's ridiculous. But yeah. So as you can see, we're already down in the wage budget, so we're going to shift that over and see if we can. Still not great, but it's certainly going to help. I assume the wage budget has been factored in with all these players leaving and these other players joining. So as I said, Ashley Young is probably going to play a part in our tactics. So we've got 3 tactics set up. Now, usually what I do when I play Football Manager is I have 3 tactics, some of them completely varied, just so we've got something to completely mix it up with to keep the opposition on their toes if we need to, and it just helps with the players being familiar with everything. But I'm actually going to use a variation on the same system across all 3, just because I think it'll actually suit the personnel we have and the system we're going to use. So to begin with, because we can't really sign the players that I would probably look to buy initially, we're not going to be able to sign anyone this summer on top of the business that's already being done. So I haven't adjusted it yet. This is probably the one. This one is the one I've spent the most time on. I do envisage us using a 4-4-2 with Beto and Calvert-Lewin up top. But I think this is mainly what I'm going to use to begin with. It's kind of similar to what Everton actually use in real life. But I've gone with more of a flat 4 rather than a double pivot and 2 more advanced wingers. So we're going to have Harrison here when he joins, or Danjuma playing as an out-and-out winger. And then we're going to have Ashley Young coming in to support in and around the midfield here. I'm going to see how it plays out, whether he gets in the way of Onana on the ball winner. But McNeil bombing forward, Harrison sort of cutting over. We're going to have Patterson bombing over on the down the wing past. We'll put him on attack past Harrison. Branthwaite, what are his attributes like? Can he pass? He's not really great at passing. We're just going to play him from the get-go. Tarks, on the other hand, has actually got much better passing than I thought he would. Garner, I think we stick with him as the box-to-box. It suits his role well. It suits what I envisage him doing for the team well, with Onana just winning the ball. Basically, most of our creativity is going to come down the wings. I think we might just stick it out on wide, actually. So it kind of just fits with Garner, just playing simple passes and shuttling up and down. He does have the ability to be more of a playmaker, so we might eventually make that adjustment. But that might be where we then actually use him in one of these other systems, playing as like a deep-lying playmaker to feed the ball forward, with McNeil and Harrison or Danjuma, whoever, bombing forward, and Calvert-Lewin and Beto up top, and then Onana probably still as a ball winner, I think, or maybe just a CM on support. Physicality-wise, how's he been? He's actually got really good tackling, so I think it makes sense to keep him as a ball winner. And then we'll probably stick with just having traditional fullbacks, because obviously we've got Mikalenko. The reason I was going to use the inverted was because Ashley Young obviously can sit in there, but Mikalenko might also be able to do that quite nicely as well. What are his passing attributes like? Reasonable, but yeah. And then, we've just got the 4-2-3-1, which again is kind of just going to be a variation of what we do, just a slightly more attacking version of this one, I suppose, with the wingers being a bit more aggressive and a bit more attacking and potentially less conservative. But I think I'm going to maybe set them to work on this one primarily to start with, and we'll see how we go. And that's kind of all we've got for now. We're only literally just started, so 3rd of July. We've got a few friendlies, and the first game is going to be against Bournemouth on the 12th of August. So I think without further ado, we'll get ready and we'll get through, and hopefully the players will be ready to hit the ground running for the Bournemouth game. Now, one thing I've been crying out for is set pieces to be better, and they've finally done that for FM24. So we're going to have a look at the set piece construction facility, I guess, because that certainly seems to be what it is more towards. So first of all, it's asking me how I want us to defend. So, biggest aerial defenders will mark zonally, while the rest will mark individual opponents. I think we'll go for hybrid. What post do you want players marking while defending? I usually like to have both. How many players do you like to leave forward when defending a set piece? I want to be able to counter. How do you prefer the ball to be delivered from attacking set pieces? I am indifferent, really. I like to have a bit of option for all 3. Obviously, near post has been OP for a while now. I know they nerfed it a little bit, but it's still been very overpowered. I guess we'll stick with near post. How many players do you want to leave back defending attacking set pieces? I'd probably rather defend the transition and just rely on the players we have. I personally love an in-swinger, especially if you're going near post. You need to have an in-swinger, I think. Okay, so now, so this is routine 1, and this is obviously their familiarity with it. So this is defending the set piece. So we've got C1 and C2, and there's no player selected for that yet. Oh, that's Dwight McNeil, and C1 is no one. Now, that probably won't be Calvert-Lewin, because he is a very good defender. So what is this? A1, aerial defenders and counter-attackers. That's what C is. And then B is player mark. Okay. So we want the fullbacks. They should be Nathan Patterson, and that'll be Mikalenko. So, you know what? We'll just do that now. I'd rather let's just get everyone into their positions, and we can deal with it when we're ready. We'll have to put a Iwobi there for now. But he is obviously going to change. Okay. So we've got A1 is going to be probably Tark. So it's Jared, Anana, Tarkovsky. I'm assuming they've been picked because they're all tallest. That'll be Calvert-Lewin, yeah. Patterson is marking specifics. And Decore. And then we've got Iwobi and McNeil up top, I think. I know Garner up top. That's definitely just changed. Interesting. Okay. And then we can create a new routine, I guess. Okay, and that's obviously then we just change the position where we want them. Okay, I'm quite happy with that for now. Thought we'd be able to create a new routine. Okay. Anyway, and then we've got free kicks. So in shooting range, it's doing this. Okay, and then we've got counter-attackers. And to, if not needed, 4 more if needed. I'd probably... Okay, we'll look into that. I'd probably be inclined to go stay forward, though. No, I don't want you to. Stay forward centre, okay. And then the throw-ins as well. Throw-ins in the different... Okay, but what we're really interested in is let's look at the attacking. So, corners, how are they going to do this? So, it's going to have Dwight McNeil swinging it in, and then on the right-hand side, it should be Garner. Now we can add a different routine for attacking. So, defending, you've only got the one option. Okay, that is fine. That makes sense. So, this is going to be Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy Garner, okay. And then we've got... people staying back, recovery defenders. Who's this going to be? Calvert-Lewin and Branthwaite attacking the near post. And is that Tarkovsky at the back? Okay, that's fine. And then obviously you can create a new one if you want. So let's create a new one. And we'll go for maybe go for a far post outswing so that's going away from the keeper. And then you can pick how often you want them to be used. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So that's going to be McNeil, and we're going to have Calvert-Lewin, I assume, and Branthwaite at the back. Branthwaite, who's marking the keeper? Anana is marking the keeper, and then Tarkovsky near post. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We like that. On the right, it's going to be the same, but it's going to be Garner taking it. He's going to be swinging it over for those guys attacking at the back. This is cool. I do like this. I've seen some cool videos of people getting some really fun things out of it. And let's create a new one. And we'll go sure on the in swing. But we're going to use this less often. So we're going to have Dwight McNeil laying it off to Iwobi. And then I'm hoping they're going to... Who's this dude? This is Jimmy. Lurk outside area. Yeah, cool. Okay. And then we've got Anana. No, Decore lurking there. And who we've got here? Should be Mikalenko, Patterson, and Anana at the back. See, I'd want Anana up top, really. I want him challenging in the box, just generally. So can I change him? I can change him to an aerial threat, to a box threat. And then if we have this is so much better. This is fantastic. This is so good. So does this mean Onana's back here still? Oh no, that's Decore. That's fine. This is brilliant. This is so good. And then left, we can then, I'm guessing left is going to have the same setup, is it? So that's going to be Iwobi coming short, Dwight McNeil there, and then Onana there. Who's this dude? Decore. With Calvert-Lewin, Tarkowski, and Branthwaite. Okay. Honestly, I think I could spend hours here, so we're gonna leave it there for now on this, because I could literally just be doing this for ages, and I probably will end up doing it for ages. We'll be lucky if I get to a game tonight. Put it this way. But yeah, I'll get sorted on this, and then hopefully we'll have the first game against Bournemouth to go. So yeah, everyone, we're just about ready to get started on our first game here against Bournemouth at home. And yeah, this is one of the new things. You get your little sort of pre-match prep advice, and it gives you sort of special areas to maybe focus on before the game. So our assistant was recommended possession phase, and also recommended that we work on defending corners, but also attacking them as well. So that's quite a cool little feature. Another thing which is quite cool, because it's mimicking quite closely real life, is Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia have signed Ademola Lookman from Atalanta and Richarlison from Spurs. So it just shows that the Saudi revolution is well and truly in full swing in this version of Football Manager. There's already been one game played in the league, and that was Burnley beating Luton. So we've got a few players unregistered because they are on course to leave, so I kind of prioritised registering other players, but I think we'll register Iwobi for today's game, and yeah, we'll see if he can contribute anything before he leaves. Obviously, we're still waiting for Jack Harrison to join. Dan Juma has joined. I think Decore was suffering with an injury. Is that why he's not in the team? No, it looks like he's fine. Obviously, Garner is coming in. Idrissa Gana-Gueye is leaving at the end of his contract. Well, he's exploring his options, and I'm kind of quite happy for him to do that. But equally, it's one of them I could sell him, but then I don't know who I'd actually be able to, whether I'd actually be able to suitably replace him. Yeah, Decore has been injured, so I'm actually going to play Dan Juma as the shadow striker and just see how he does there. And then on the left, we'll have Dwight McNeil, and on the right, we will have, where is he? Iwobinho. Where's he gone? Oh, actually, you know what? We'll go with Damari Gray, but we'll just play him as a winger in this system. Yeah, okay. And where have I just put Iwobi? Mick Keane can come in. You can go out. Dixon, Koyate, you can come in. Idrissa, you can come in for Charlie Whittaker. I think it's Charlie Whittaker. Yeah. I am completely blind. Oh no, Iwobi's still there. Ball winning midfielder. No, we don't want that. We want Amadou Onana in there. And I think this is going to be the team we're going to go with for our first game. I don't really see any reason to change. You know what I might do, actually, because, yeah, want to go with players who are fit. And we'll go with Andre Gomez, who has rejected a move away from the club, but I'm happy for him to sort of stay. His contract runs out. Whether we'll keep him or not, I don't know. But he's decent attributes-wise. We'll just have to see if he can perform. But he's on decent wages, and he's like going to be 30 next season, so we'll end up letting him go. And I think we're going to go with that. I think. We'll see. We're interested to see how the inverted wing-back system works. So as you can see, we've got the game audio. They've obviously tweaked the team talks again, so we've got our home form is important to us, so let's go out and make the advantage count. Ironically enough, Everton's first home win of the season in real life actually came against Bournemouth, so you know what, maybe we can do the same again today. Excuse the audio, everyone, I'm going to turn it off, but this is our first look at the new match engine, and it looks very, very sleek. Awful. So loud. Unnecessarily loud. We'll go with that for now and see. And let's see what's the tablet like. Pretty expensive. Expansive. Does feel nice and smooth, doesn't it? Animations seem a lot tidier, and just the graphics are a lot better. Like the pitch looks a lot nicer. compared to 123. Let's see how our winger system does today. Well, I say winger system. We're trying to play a bit like how Everton play in real life, and that was incredibly close. I can't even tell if that hit the bar or Pickford saved it. I was going to say he's looking for that pass. He looked like he was offside, Billing. Oh, here's our first set piece. Has all the work paid off. Swung in. Branthwaite off the line from Lewis Cook, is it? Damari Gray scores. Of course he does. And that is from a set piece. And Damari Gray scores before he jets off to Saudi Arabia. But this is the thing, like, I need him because we haven't got Harrison. I suppose in some ways playing the real world system is, I don't know, maybe not as useful. I just like it because I just thought I'd try it because it's new. And, you know, you kind of get the players arriving as and when they did in real life. So obviously that is quite realistic. And obviously we can still use Damari Gray. It's annoying that he's leaving, I guess, if he sort of ends up actually having decent form for us. But, yeah, we'll see. Obviously we're going to have Harrison coming in there, so that might be quite nice. And Dan Schumer will probably play there as well. Obviously, we can float Dan Schumer and McNeil across either wing. And Harrison as well, for that matter. You could sort of see Calvert-Lewin, like the way he sort of slowed down towards the player. Then, like, you could see, like, adjusted his gait. And Bournemouth is still creating chances. But it is still us with the 1-0 advantage. That's away. Thank you. Well done, Anana. What's his name? Heavy touch, but Garner intercepted, but then gives it straight back to Brooks. Well closed down, Ashley Young. Now what can he do? He's going to drive forwards with it. And he tries to feed it through to Dan Schumer, but fails. Let's see what we do with the short. We threw one of these in. Nice. Calvert-Lewin can't do anything with it. Oof, nearly. Felt like short corners there seemed a bit more productive than they would normally be. We'll encourage him with that. Give him a bit of praise. Oh, Jared's on a yellow. We don't want any more of that. Timmy feeds it through, looking for Danjuma, claimed by Neto though. Long throw. Poor throw from Ashley Young, really. That should be ours. Well in, Patterson. Lovely ball. Great ball from Garner. And the animation on that was really, really slick as well. Yes, Branthwaite. Nice cross. Yeah, well in and on it. And Dan Schumann like sent it back to Branthwaite, who loses out. Loses out to Hammer Jr. Traore. Patterson, Cliver gets past him. And here's Adam Smith. Oh, that was very, very lucky. That was lucky. Ugh. 1-1, set pieces undone by. That's terrible. Well, Tarkovsky. Nice. Nice. Go on. No, that's terrible. That's so poor. Thank you, Onana. Well cut out. He's doing exactly what I want in the middle of that park, Onana. Just nicking in, winning the ball back. Nice. Feed him. So he has the shot and it's tipped wide. I felt like he could have played the pass. There was a small window where he could have played a good pass through for Calvert-Lewin or Dan Schumer. Make some subs. And Dwight McNeil's not having the best game, so... And we'll bring Decore on there, and we'll bring Mikalenko on for Young. Just a bit different, just a slightly different option. We'll leave it at that for now. Just realised I haven't even got Schmidt on the bench. That's stupid. Let's see if the subs and just playing a slightly different way will get us the chances that we want. Decore to Danjuma, driving forwards. Come on. To Calvert-Lewin. Beat it to Gray. Yes! Calvert-Lewin and the cross in there. I don't need that, by the way. I was thinking that I've just dropped Patterson back. I don't want him overlapping. Brilliant. Damari Gray with an assist. Assist and a goal. Just what we want to see, isn't it? Just what we want to see before he jets off to Al-Ettifaq. Calvert-Lewin rising highest. Nods it in. That's another corner. Jimmy Garner. No. Look, Calvert-Lewin's going to recycle it, is he? He sends it out to Damari Gray. Back to Patterson. Hits the post. Oh, my word. Great chance there to make it to 3-1, sorry. Just... That's how Iwobi's just completely changed from being a winger at all now. Like, for his positions that he's sort of recognised in. Well then, Tarks. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he was off. Oh, Semenyo was offside. Okay, weird. Nathan Patterson, man. Keeps doing that. He keeps just dallying on the ball on the wings and losing it. Well recovered. Make you dribble less. Stop you faffing around on the ball. Feeds it. Oh, lucky. Should have been a goal though. That's 2 subs. Nice. Saved. No, come on, Dominic. What are you doing there? Good tracking from Mikalenko. Oh, he gets megged. Close your legs, mate. Calvert-Lewin rises high, wins it well. Decore. Space to dribble into now. Out to Damari. No. Lovely floated free kick. Decore keeps it alive. Feeds it out to Garner. Lay it off. Should have laid it back. Oh, he got a corner. I thought I thought he just hit that wide. What can Vitali do with this corner? Can we get another goal? Just to round it up, really. Seems to be pointing at the ball. Easy save, but yeah, the animation is pretty nice. It feels very smooth. And that should be the game. Lays it out to Tarks. Pato. Iwobinho. Goes back to Tarks. He's going to go back to Pickers, surely. Oh, no, he's got... Interesting. Could have gone wrong. And that should be the game. That should be the game. Why is he not blowing his whistle? Could have fed him. Could have fed him. Also, you know, dribble less. I mean, if he scores... I mean, that was a great run from Calvert-Lewin. Fair play to him. And that's the game. Yeah, Gray was brilliant today. Man of the match performance. Fantastic. Meanwhile, some spicy results elsewhere. We've got City beating West Ham 7-2. Newcastle winning 6-1. And Wolves winning 4-3. Wow. Who's this guy? Veliz. Oh, they actually did. This is a player they actually signed in real life, isn't it? I thought it was like someone they signed, but no, I actually think they signed him for real. So we have actually done one little bit of transfer business ourselves, and that is Arno Biegmal is coming in on loan from Almeria, assuming he gets his work permit. And we do have an option to buy him. He's basically just a bit more depth at number 10. Chances are Decore, he used to be at United. If we look at... Can I look at anything else here? No. Chances are, depending on what Danjuma wants wage-wise and how much he costs and what our finances are like, we're probably not going to be able to buy him. Plus, he's obviously, as you can see, he's definitely a more natural winger anyway. And Decore's contract expires and he's on 120k a week. 30 years old. I really don't know if we can afford to keep him because we're probably going to have to pay him more money. So it might be that we sell him or let him leave on a free, and like, I don't really want to let him leave on a free. But it might be that we end up selling him in the January. So Puigmal can come in and basically take his place. Obviously, if there's interest in Decore before, then I'll certainly look to sell him. But I don't know. The squad is the first time Everton have actually got a bit of depth in key areas. But it only takes one or two players to leave or to get injured, and we're snookered again. So we'll just have to see what happens. But that is the end of the first episode today on the Spirit of the Blues. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm not going to necessarily worry too much about when we bring it back. Like I said, this beta save is just to put the feelers out, find out what we think, see what's what. I'm just going to play some games, bring it back, play a few more games, bring it back, do a few episodes. I'm pretty much certain for what I'm doing for the main save. I am itching to start that, but I kind of feel like I should probably wait until full release. But we'll see how long my resolve waits out. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. Feel free to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, why not subscribe and leave a comment just saying hello. Take care, all the best, and bye for now.